Good evening and welcome everyone to Asrnz's official coverage of the 2022 DSC Cup. It's a GT4 series. This is round one and we're at Alton Park. I'm Davo, and tonight, viewers, we have someone that hasn't been in the comms box for a long time, because he's been on this whirlwind tour of track domination, and now he's back. He's raced his cars all over the place, mate. Great mate and legend commentator, J-Man. How you going, gentlemen?
Yeah, it's good to be here, Davo. Yes, it's been like you say, it's been a little while, mate. I think we've
It has.
got a free ticket to go and have some fun, and well, you and JB and Farmer at that point, I think a couple of boys have been in here since I left. So
no, had
really
a few randoms in here.
Yeah. Hey, look, the team is strong. The team is strong at the moment. We've got a plethora of vocalists to do the job now. It's pretty cool.
We do. But yeah, it's been great actually. Although you haven't been up in the comms box, you have been for driver interviews, because you've really excelled in the series that you've been running. You know, like while you weren't up here, you know, in the car, you've been really up the pointy end of the field. So that's been awesome to watch, man.
Yeah, hey, look, I don't think it's getting any easier out there. You know, guys like, as you saw with Jake, putting on a hell of a GT3 campaign. It's a hard one to tick off now, so we're pretty happy that managed to make that third step on there, and had a great time actually. Had a really cool time with the guys, and as per usual, you know, you and JB did a great job. So that you know, being JB's first full season in the comms, I think you guys shelled really well, and but nevertheless, I am pretty happy to be back, bro, because I think this series, which we're about to embark on, is actually going to be a heap of fun.
Yes, it is. Although only short, 5 rounds for this little sort of interim series before we work out the main game for the rest of the year. Quick description, I suppose. They drive a different car each week, all same class racing, 2 30-minute races. There will be a BOP. We had 15 official sign-ups before I got on this afternoon. J-Man, how many have we got in the room?
There's 19 in the door at the minute, Dave.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's a pretty good turnout for the first one. And as you mentioned, this is effectively the DLC Cup. So first cab off the rank, could be a cab, is a Bmw M2.
Well, depending which country you're in.
Yeah, 100%. And these guys are going to pedal these things around a couple of races tonight. First up, they do have a 6-minute open-ended qualifying, so it's not a 1 lap and done like we used to seeing here. It is.
No.
They'll see if they can get maybe 2, maybe 3 laps in. I think it's more likely going to be 2 for most of them.
Yeah, it'll be pretty tight.
And see how they go for their limited setups in these cars. You know, they don't have the range of adjustments that we'd see on a GT4 or a GT3 car.
No.
So quite limited.
Yep.
And
just in respect to the qualifying time, 6 minutes, maybe 2 or 3 laps. Just trying to find track position is going to be difficult, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I think it is. And I think you're going to see you guys go, you know, like off the back end of that official practice session, you can see Jakey there still up on the, well, I think it was still on the board, a 49.1, Mudgee 10th and a quarter away.
Yep.
John McDonald, just four odd tenths away from that. Josh, nearly 5 tenths away from that. So very close. You've got to get your usual suspects up the front.
Of course. We've seen Jeffro, Mudgee, JB a little bit later in the week, but a few of the boys practicing throughout the week. Like you said, the usual suspects will feature the cream.
Green light, go.
As the boys go out.
They're rolling out, Davo.
Get a button presses here. So, first car's out. first car, I've got actually eyes on Mudgee, who's one of the guys that I saw in early practice, I think on Tuesday night, and even a little bit this afternoon, practicing with John McDonald. So he was looking quite speedy. Now, there's a handful of these boys. I think Mudgee was one of those included that have actually dropped into the, did you say the 48s?
Just to my knowledge at this point, I think it is just Jake McKellar,
Okay.
our current GT3 Series champ, did drop into a 48.9. So if they get there in this quality session, I'll be surprised.
Yeah,
Because
of
the
course.
word on the street was it takes 3 laps to get these guys up to working temperature, and these guys probably only going to get a couple done.
So they don't have 3 laps. Exactly right.
They don't have 3 laps, you're right.
Jeff Burse, another that was looking pretty speedy on early practice. God, like you mentioned, well, obviously Nick McIndoe in the private here car tonight. J-Man, no sponsors. He's come out here. He's just going to let the driver, he's driving, do all the talking. Yep. And so Nick McIndoe, and then behind Jake. Yes, it is. And he,
rocking the black and yellow.
Yeah, he needs no introduction. I'll tell you.
Yep.
After last series. So, yeah.
These guys predominantly, so for the better part of the lap, using 3rd and 4th, I've heard them talk about a couple of shifts down into second, one at one of the chicanes and one at the hairpin. So that'd be interesting to see how they go. So clearly this little BMW is quite talky. As we just watched Jakey coming through, the left-hander down the bottom of the hill. Keeps it nice and tidy, just using every bit of track there.
Yeah, and you can just see the suspension working actually there on Jake's car, and so quite a bumpy circuit there, a part of it anyway, that part of it. And you mentioned that there's some of the boys are hitting second in the hairpin, but I did talk to a couple of guys that were saying they were staying in third, so...
So, but you said predominantly third and fourth. I see Jakey down a second gear through that chicane there. Quick short shift up back up to third. So I'd be interested to see if he uses that same scenario coming down into the second of the chicanes here.
Yeah, a little bit of a different angle on this one. A little bit more open. A lot more of a switchback. He does use second again to get the thing stopped and turned. But like you mentioned, is the tyres up to 10?
I feel like they would be struggling. I feel like this will be the precursor. It's be a hard push lap. Ready he's going to cross the line with around 2 minutes to go.
It's his second flight and he's chasing, isn't it? The third lap, basically. So
if he crosses this, I believe he is actually on par to be able to do one more after this if he gets it all together coming across the line, given that they are doing... they're definitely going to get another run.
There you go. So Josh Rediger pips him with a 48.9. Oh, hang on. No, that was Jake McKellar. 48.9.
That was Jake McKellar. Stayed straight into the prime time.
Amazing. There you go.
That's incredible.
So there you go, folks.
It's going to take some beating.
We just followed Jake around, and that's what you've got to do a 48.9 around here in a BMW.
Josh is on par for it if he can pick his thing together.
He's definitely got, the numbers are showing him in his trademark blue, pale blue and white car.
He's just chasing Jeff Burse up the road, so...
And look, I think I show him at 3/4 of a second up on his,
I can see him in the 8th.
Well and truly, actually, and probably up on Jake McKellar. Oh, yes, definitely.
Well, he's looking good coming up the hill. He's going to grab that back. He needs a little bit more than what he's got, but he is. The Delta is climbing. He has got Jeff Burse as a reference in front of him.
So
whether he can pull this off, he won't get... he will get one more lap.
he will. As while we were just watching that, John
JB's
McDonald
jumped in there.
Yeah, across the line for 49.5.
Josh very tidy at the final corner.
Yeah,
A little bit of a wriggle, but he's still
3/4 of a second or so. Yeah.
I think he's going to take this.
48.85. Wow.
That's a big lap. Does he press on for another? Yes, he does.
These guys do have one. We talked about this, guys.
Vaughan Martin on a very, very good lap at the moment, about to cross. He's going to move up, I think. He should do. Yeah, he moves up to 7th ahead of Max Hawkins, who has given it away in the pit. That was the last lap for Vaughan as well. So
nicely done.
Steve Melling in behind them, currently on the move. He's a second up on his, so you expect to see Steve Melling move up here. Goes from 12th to 8th, knocks Vaughan back down to 9th position. Yeah, putting himself in the top 10 there. Well done from Steve-O. Jeff Burst also up a couple of tenths. I think you'll find that that's all she wrote, mate. I think he's out of time here, mate. He might have crossed the line and just decided to press on with the lap. So
okay, yeah, I do notice. He's screen there. We've got a 0 red, so that is qualifying over. These boys are just circular. Joshua got anything tucked in behind Jeffro, so he's not going to make too many gains there.
Maybe they have got enough time. But I can tell you now, Josh has had a cut. Josh has had a cut, so he's not improving anymore.
Showing Jeffro half a second up, that's all. And that would nearly put him back, although he's just dropped a little bit. Would have nearly put him in the 48s there, so.
He's looking good. A couple of tenths up.
Still a little bit up. Josh runs into the pit.
And he does go up to P3, not Mark Mudgeway back down at Posy, so.
Oh, nice work from Jeff there. Well done,
brilliant.
Jeff.
Brilliant qualifying session from those guys here. Congratulations to Josh with a 48.855 on that one there. Jake McKellar sharing the front row with him on a 48.932. And then row 2, it is Mark Mudgeway, John McDonald. Row 3, Brad Robertson and Nick McIndoe. Next tab off the rack, so we've got Steve Melling in 8th, Vaughan in 9th. Good showing from Vaughan there. Ashley Vettiger in 10th. Max Hawkins in 11th. Farmer is in 12th, Dave 0 in 13th, Troy Wilson, welcome back Troy, in 14th position, and Mike King in 15th, Pete Apsey 16th, Warren Powell 17th, welcome back to Warren, good to have him back on track. Bobby Laycock in 18th, Kenny Simpson rounding out the 19th, didn't quite go to plan there for Kenny because I don't think he got a recorded time in there, so I'm not sure what happened there. What do we got?
19. We've got 19 drivers in the server, Jay, man. That's what we got, and what a top effort, wasn't it? A bit of a ding-dong up the front there in qualifying.
Yes.
With, multiple changes there in position. So, yeah, look, watch this space. This race is going to be a cracker. If that's just qualifying. That's 6 minutes. They weren't even racing.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, mate. I was just cleaning up the chat there. I see somebody's trying to get in there and spam us already. So we'll just make sure we get rid of those guys.
Oh, they love us so much.
Yeah, don't they? Don't they just? Yeah, great qualifying. As we said, guys, so the format coming up. Just got to go back to the garage. As we drop to the grid, we've gone back to the full formation lap here. Looking like we've got an optimum track here for this one on this fine Saturday afternoon 3 PM race. It is a 30-minute race with a mandatory pit stop. 1 litre fuel dump is required. Manual pit limiter is enabled. So we need to get right, but enough to get wrong, Davo, with these CPS races.
Absolutely. Pit entry and exit critical. We do have the manual pit buttons in these cars as well as the GT3s, is that correct?
We do, mate. Yep, these guys do got to get these things down. to around 50k an hour, I believe, and then and make sure that they're, otherwise they will incur the infamous SG30.
The SG30, which feels like about 30 minutes, and it's hard to watch even from up here. But there you go. It's been a bit of a learning curve for the boys in the early part of the year. I don't think that learning curve has stopped yet, because we still see a few of the SG30s, brother.
Mate, and this night won't be any exception. I suspect we'll see one. I just, for the love of God, I hope it's not Farmer. Farmer's had a few of them in the recent times, I believe, and even Joshy. I remember seeing Joshy last season get one. So
some of the boys up the pointy end definitely getting tangled up in the moment. Getting a bit jolly on the spot.
So where we're looking, Davo, we're obviously a helicab at the front, are we?
Yeah, so we'll put a focus on probably the second row via helicam. I think the boys will pick up on, and obviously we'll try and keep an eye about mid pack there as well.
Yep.
I think this is going to move and shake pretty quickly, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit hard to keep up with in the early laps, but we'll do our best, viewers.
We'll do our best, mate. Welcome to any viewers that we do have on tonight. Feel free to ask us to look and point the cameras at your favourite driver, and we always know how that ends up. So yeah.
Yeah. So your choice.
100%. As you see, I just noticed Joshy really quite aggressive on the tyre warming phase there, Davo.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice. We'll just focus back on a couple of cars on Defro there, but yeah, I think they've all got their own style, haven't they? Yeah.
Very aggressive.
Yep. Everybody's got their own little sort of intricacies on, how they want to do tyres or brakes or whatever, and we're watching, we see this nervousness in the cars. They'll be looking and thinking, sure, did I get my setups right tyre set, this, fuel, that.
Yeah, watch for Jakey at the start of this one as well too, Davo. He won't want Joshy to get away, so given the pace was so close with those two, it'll be cool to see how that shakes out. And if those guys get in an arm wrestle in the first two laps, Jeff Gers, based on history, mate, the camera's always around that guy because he always seems to be in a battle. And he'll pick up any pieces if Joshy and Jake decide to go too wide.
Yeah, same class racing. You can't go wrong. If you want close racing, put everybody in the same car. This is going to be interesting. First night, round one. And what a great car to be in, and a fantastic track, J-Man. This is an awesome place. Very flowy, apart from the little cheeky chicanes they can pop in on us. Here we are. The boys run down round 1, 2022 DLC Cup. We're at Alton Park. I've got J-Man beside me. We're just about to get cracking.
Just rolling around the final corner 2 abreast, because Brest is always best in pairs, so as we come down through the dip.
And the boys just get into formation. There's always, thank you.
Yes.
And we're just about to go green, and there it is, it's green light. We are racing for round 1. J-Man, nice, tight, very tidy. Up the front.
Oh, Jakey's got run wide.
Jakey's run wide, look like, but through no fault of his own.
I think so.
You see these, although I do see Jeffro slowing down a little bit.
Rightio, rightio. Nick Mickadow on the outside there, pretty brave.
Yeah, perfect view of it from the helicam.
Beautiful shots coming from the helicam. Those guys giving each other a lot of respect. Mickadow actually getting out of that, Jake holding that inside line for the next left.
Yeah, Josh actually nicely stretching his legs there.
Yeah, he got a great start, and I think that little bit of a hiccup at the start with Jakey and Jeff, I think that's just given him the break he needed for now.
Yeah, just a little bit of breathing space, isn't it, so he can concentrate, and we know that he can really make some gain in those early laps. Josh is a good cold tyre driver.
Absolutely. So Mudgie's press on here. Mudgie's been on a real sweet patch of form. So he'll press on. So just going to, as you heard, Dave, I'm just going to have a look down and see what's going on. I can see that Paul Martin is putting a hell of a pressure on Stevo early in this opening stanza. So yeah, heaps of pressure there.
We'll actually flick to that because I just hear him behind there. I think that's the pink car.
Troy Wilson. Yep.
And Peter Apsey.
Yep.
Very, very close as well. So, lap 2, everyone, round 1, it's hectic. We're all in BMW 2s here.
Oh, yes. And so Josh coming across there had a good, I think he's already got a 2.7 second lead on lap.
Oh yeah, it's a very healthy lead.
It's a big break.
Yeah. Now I just noticed that actually Mudgie and McDonald have moved apart as well, so is that Mudgie chasing?
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what these next flying lap times come across there. That'll kind of give us a bit of an insight. Oh, is that John McDonald?
Very, very deep. He can spit it out, Davo. Gathers it up, keeps it off the grass, but yeah, very deep.
Wow. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see, Davo, what these times come throughout on this lap here. I mean, clearly the front runner guys are going to show a better lap time, especially the likes of Josh and Mudgie, who have got pretty clean air.
For sure. I'll just flip back actually.
We've got two guys go around. We have a 30 seconds on Paul Martin, and can we have on the 76 car, and I believe it might have been either Steve Melling. It was Steve Melling. He's still sitting there facing the wrong way, trying to get this thing going. Hard luck for Steve-O. Didn't quite get to my button in time, Davo, but you can call this one if you can.
Yeah, Steve Belling very sideways in front of Martin, and Martin sort of had nowhere to go. He looked to go around the outside, but Stephen not really in control of that car. A little bit of a passenger, found himself in front of Martin. Yeah, tough luck there for both.
Hard luck to those two guys. I'm sure they'll bounce back.
Now we've got Brad Robinson here with plenty of heat. He's got a pack of cars behind him at the moment. J-Man.
He has. He's got.
Look at that little group of cars. Jeff Burst side by side with
Jake McKellar.
It's on. Burst on the grass. Oh, as the camera guys catch up to that.
Wow. He just dodges that one there.
We've got to go back and have a look at that.
That was pretty brave. You're doing 10 or 30, David?
30 always.
Okay, brother.
So yeah, down out of 2.
Wow.
Boys run down to this kick. It's notorious for going wide. Both of them side by side. I don't even think there was a...
Nah. I don't think there was any contact. Jeff just up on the marbles there. Does an absolutely stellar job to wrestle it back into the track and actually come back in and make the apex of that right hand.
Absolutely. Most people go through that gap in the tyres, and that is very awkward. But, yeah, kept that together nicely.
Good work. As we just picked back up, so Jake on a bit of a march, but I can tell you now the fastest lap of the race at this point of time belongs to a believe it is Mudgy does have the fastest lap.
Oh, okay. Nice work.
Yeah, so he is best lap of a 49.920. As we see Jeff First,
yes, quickly into the pit.
Good stuff.
So look at that. Oh, I just missed his stop at the line there. So let's see how we. I think Kenny Simpson in. Oh, very conservative from Kenny, actually. Pete Apsey and very conservative from Apsey as well. Joy Wilson. So good handful of guys there, J-Man.
It is a good handful. So Josh, you currently still got a 3.7 second lead on Mark Mudgway. Mudgy now got an absolute mirror full of the 27 McDonald car. So John's bounced back from that little hiccup earlier on and has actually run now the fastest lap of the race on a 49.5.
Well, there you go.
So John's getting this, filling this out, and to be honest, I can't wait to see the sectors again because it almost looked like they were catching Josh there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
quite possibly. But yeah, for John, I think he's still in practice session mode and but in the middle of the race, so I think
no, Josh has stretched out another 10 seconds, 4.1 seconds.
Yeah,
so
well, it's only a matter of time. These guys are going to get bunched up even closer together as they do now.
I'd expect to see the 27 car peel in here. He won't want to be held up by Mudgy for any longer than what he's got.
Yeah, good point, Joe, man. So let's just watch this now. Final turn. Oh, good little corner this, isn't it? And down into the dip. Let's watch John.
He stays with them. I'm really surprised. Like, yeah, like maybe he hasn't got any more pace than Mudgy right now.
Yep. Maybe he wasn't holding him up.
It kind of looked that way, but maybe not.
It's hard to tell. It's sometimes.
Josh has a 49.330. But straight up that, Jake McKellan responded 49.20. So Jake currently the fastest man on track.
Jake McKellar.
Yeah. So Jakey is going quick, Davo.
So let's have a look. Who is in front of Jake McKellar? It's Brad Robinson. He will be catching that car handover for McDonald, putting all sorts of pressure on the back of Mark Mudgway. Where do we look?
I was just trying to see who made the grass again. I couldn't see who it was. I can tell you Mike King's camo green BMW is certainly worse for wear in the front end as he exits the pit lane, about to come out and challenge Troy Wilson here on the exit of pit lane. Troy with the pressured up tyres is going to come up in behind him. Oh, that's very beaten, that car. You got eyes on that one, Dave?
Oh, yeah, sorry, the camo car of Mike King, yes, with, who is that behind? Troy Wilson?
Troy Wilson, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is busting. That is busting up bad, J-Man.
Oh, so I just got to try to pick up on who got the stop-go. So Steve Malling with the stop-go 32nd.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Will just add to his race one woes here, so...
yeah, that's a tough gig.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's just nearly half the registered drivers, at least in the last 6 months, have picked up a stop-go 30. I reckon. So, yeah.
So the battle at the moment, to be honest, Davo, is probably Jake McKellar and Brad Robinson, which you picked up on before, and that is just starting to heat right up, mate. Just keep my eye on the other guys. I want to see when. Yeah, he's on him. He's on him.
Yeah,
Troy's on bloody Mike King as well.
It's only taken a couple of laps, and Brad's been doing a fantastic job of late, and especially towards the end of the GT3 season, picking up, I think, the Pro-Am second position.
Yes.
First or second, I'm not sure. So yeah, well done to Brad. But yeah, look at this. He's got a fine contender right behind him. Jake McKellar. So, yeah, doing good laps. Maxwell hooking and just quietly Nick McIndoe, very close proximity as
They are.
J-Man.
Yeah, they are.
Nick back and have a look at that.
Oh, no, Dave Zero's picked up a stop go as well. So
oh, ouch.
Dave, we spoke about this as we see Jake around the outside, gets that move done. Gets that move done beautifully up the hill into the double rights.
Nice, we'll get a 30-second on that just quickly.
Yeah,
viewers.
Better run out.
Yeah, look, the chicanes here are awkward. It's not your regular chicanes. Some chicanes can be very flowy. Go to Monza, they're nice. But here they're not. They are very awkward. And yes, beautiful move. Puts him on the inside.
The car. Yep.
But still, an inside here is not the quickest into that corner. No. So, yeah, very nice work there from McKellar. He puts himself in fourth position.
Yeah, the Snakey on the way back after that turn one, lap one. So, you know, he's put his head down and he's back into it. He's currently holding the fastest lap time on a 49.1. So, very close to qualifying pace.
That is close.
He's burning off a little bit of fuel now, Davo.
Yeah, yep. I'm sure the track's coming up a little. Our temperatures are looking pretty good, really. So track's a little bit hot, but yeah, nice stuff.
Yeah, I can tell you now, Mark Mudgway has bridged a little bit of the gap to Josh. He's only 3.3 seconds now rather than 4.1. But John McDonald's has now slipped a second off the back of Mudgee.
Yeah.
As we see him have another complete poo-pah down into the chicane braking zone.
Was that McDonald there?
Yeah, and I think it might have been a net result of one of the Castrol cars taking out the brake marker.
Okay, so he picked up a replay of that actually, McDonald coming down to that, and you say there's a couple of brake markers missing. That's all it takes. There's just one. Yep.
Just before someone took out the markers, I think, and that was.
Yeah, that's enough, isn't it?
Yep. And he needs to probably eyes because Jake McCallum is coming. He is actually.
Isn't he what?
He's actually on the move, mate.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised these guys haven't already. Trying to see.
Like, you'd think they would have sorted themselves out by now. Like, if John is actually that much quicker, he's got to get a move on. He's got to get past Mudgee. Because McKellar's coming.
He is, and Jake, Joshy's actually got margin back up to 4.5 seconds, 7 now. So these guys will want to think about doing some clean shortly.
For sure. Look, as we pop into McKellar's car, out helmet cam. You can clearly see these guys are getting close. They're nose to tail. That's cool, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Those, John's searching for lines around Mudgee. He had a little bit of maybe not the fastest lap, the last lap. The 50.5 versus Josh was 41.2. So, yeah. 2 seconds faster that last lap was Jake McCallum and Mark Mudgee.
Look how close he is now. He's got another 1 and 2, maybe 3 car legs just in the last couple of minutes down the back straight there, J-Man.
Yeah. He's got to go to the pits.
We haven't even seen McDonald in the pits now. McDonald's I would have thought if he was getting held up would be in there already. Yeah, for sure. And we were looking for it even 3-4 laps ago, weren't we? Before we come in.
See some movement now from one of these three.
So here we go. There's 3 of them. McDonald in.
Yeah.
Do you think? Yes, definitely. McKellar pulls out of that.
100%. So John Boy in. He needs an absolute reminder, quick stop here, mate. He needs to nail this. Yeah. I've got eyes on him.
So we've got, so McKellar has literally just driven up to the back up to the back of Mudgee. So he's bang on the back of Mudgee's car now. I think he's got his eyes on Josh. He's looking way more forward than these two boys.
Yeah, but hey, he's got some 5 seconds, 6 seconds up the road from where he is now.
It's a long way. It's a long way. But we will watch, won't we, Jamie?
Now, so he's just putting him on the mark. I'm just going to catch and see what his stop looks like. Up on the jack straight away too. Very good.
Nice stop.
Oh no, it's pulled him back.
It has pulled him back. Oh, there you go.
Missed the mark there.
That's unfortunate.
Right, so just picking back up on Jake, he is charging. What are these guys going to do, Dave? Are they going to stop? They try and stop the undercut from JB, or?
Well, one of them's got to stop, surely. Jake looked like he was going in.
I think he'll go this lap, won't he? If Mudgy
imagine if Mudgy goes in front of him, he'd just go, oh, damn, Jesus.
We've got a double yellow down here. We've got a double yellow, so we do have a Castrol car on the track sideways. Who is that? I'm going to say it is Day Zero.
Oh,
that's
unfortunate.
Day Zero.
That's Mudgy in. There you go. We called it. Mudgy going in.
Can he pull it up? And he pushed it harder there. He pushed it harder.
Did he?
Yep.
Okay. A little bit of replay on that actually.
Like if he pulls it off without an SG, that'll be a good stop.
So yes, again we see McKellar looking for the pits, but no, won't go in. Oh, he pushed that well hard, didn't he?
He did, mate. No, he did.
That's a big stop as he exits the pits. How are we looking?
Jake McKellar's taken 4 tenths out of.
So Mudgy's cleared it. Hot entry and cleared, so nice. McKellar already, like you said, taking chunks out of Josh's lead. Is that what you're saying?
So I can tell you now that the undercut went for John McDonald. He actually jumped Mudgy in the pits.
Oh, there you go.
He actually jumped Mudgy in the pits, so better stop for the 27 car of John McDonald. So well done to those guys. They're been practicing off season because this is John's first drive of 2022.
Yep.
So great job for those guys to for him to lay that thing up on the marks and get that done properly.
Good mates too, eh?
They are.
They'll be able to dig it later.
So just looking at that margin, 5.6. Jake, he's pulled it down a little bit, but not enough at this point. So I'll be interested to see. Does Joshy come in? He's still out there, mate. Still out there.
Yeah, Brad Robinson's also still out there, and mate, he's just right there. He's not that far behind.
He is right there.
Absolutely. Nick McIntosh in the privateer. Gets a bit of a wriggle out of the exit there, but he's in.
He's just poking it into the pit lane, quite conservative, very conservative. Yeah. It's actually not till up here. Yeah. He didn't want to get pinged.
No, and look at Wilton. It's hot as. And I think again, nailed it. It's the second line, isn't it, J-Man?
Oh, man, Farmer. Oh my gosh.
It was ridiculous. It was so hot.
It was deep, mate.
Yeah. So we'll just, who do we need to be looking at? Bloody hell.
I can tell you now, just the slap, I can see that margin's gone from 5.6 down to 5.2. So a little bit of seesawing between these front two. Okay. Jake can see Josh. These are the only 3 guys that have made the stop as Josh Medical, Jake, Keller and Brad Robinson. So these guys are opting for a slightly longer run. They've now been on these tyres for nearly 20 minutes.
We'll keep you up to date. We're just looking out of the back of Nick McIntosh's car and Jeff Burst and Maxwell Hawkins.
Yeah, a couple of good mates, these guys just went away for the weekend with these guys. So there's
big weekend.
Plenty of racing between these guys, and Jeff will be looking to see if there's anything on offer from McIntosh, but McIntosh's pretty stingy with the real estate, mate. He won't give too much away.
Yeah, I think second in the GT3 championship.
Yes.
The first GT3 championship, so yeah, well done. And a little bit stingy, to say that too. I watched him a lot.
Yeah, right, so.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Makes it work nicely. So we still have 3. Gotta start looking at these guys. Are they going to run the full long game, are they?
I'll tell you a worthy battle right now is Kenny Simpson on Warren Powell is absolutely hounding this guy.
I saw that pop up on my screen. Look at that. Let's get out of Kenny. Let's get in Kenny's head.
Let's get in him now.
Yeah. And look at this.
He's all over it. I can tell you. Josh is on a charge too. Jakey's on a charge. Still status quo with the Kenny Powell battle. Jakey is on the move. He's posting fastest second time. Currently has the fastest lap of the race, and is looking to go fast this lap. So see if there's any response from Josh.
Yeah, well, Josh usually quick to respond to those sort of threats. He's very professional racer and keeps a good close eye on his splits and his timing. So always quick to respond to that sort of threat.
Yep.
It's hard to take my eyes off this Kenny Simpson.
Warren
Powell battle.
They are into it.
It's still so close.
We got Josh coming to. Josh is in the lane. Very conservative stop. Jake is in the lane. A lot more aggressive. Would have made a lot of time in the pit entry there.
Okay, we're going to have to flip back to this.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm saying he probably made half a second, maybe 8/10 there on the entry. So
this could make a difference, and like just nailing your marks, isn't it, Jamie?
Yeah, and remember when
Josh out already.
John McDonald and Finn came in. Jakey was behind them.
Yep. Okay, so both out clean entries, clean exits. No stop goes.
Right on the tail of Josh Vertiger. He's right there.
Smack
the
bang.
undercut from John.
Yeah, smack back in the middle of the two of them. There you go. Beautiful. Look at these 3. You can throw a blanket over that lot. Look at it. Fantastic.
Where's Mudgy? He's right there too.
There.
Wow, it's on. It is on for the last 7 minutes of this race. Expect this again.
Hasn't it gone so quick already?
Oh, mate. Look at this. Nose to tail. 3 guys.
Yeah.
The guy with the fastest lap time currently just behind there. Brad Roberts is actually going to stop here. He has a
surely.
He's going to come out from this battle in between, I think, Snakey and Mudgy.
Yeah. Yep. That would make sense. He's got to nail his stop though.
He has absolutely pinpoint accurate. Because he can be really aggressive on the way in and hit his marks. Josh just run 2 wheels up the dirt.
Yeah.
Have a little bit of a run there.
Doesn't look like he's lost too much from it though, so he's got to keep an eye on Brad Roberts here, coming across the line. He's in.
Okay. Oh, he's very aggressive.
Oh, semi-aggressive.
I don't know. I like it. I do like it.
Okay, so he's got to hit his mark here. Looking good. We're going to watch some helicam here.
Come on.
We're going to flip back to Josh Vertiger. Comes across the line.
They've got him. They've comfortably got him.
Comfortably got him.
But where is he in relation to Mudgy? Well, it's going to be tight.
No.
It's just behind Mudgy.
Yep. So in that battle pack, still tags on the back of it. And that is a proper battle pack.
That is a proper battle pack.
Yeah,
right there.
Isn't it, mate? These guys are quick. The whole lot of them.
Yeah. Very. So you're only talking about a second spread over the top 3, not even that. 9/10.
All these boys beat it.
Getting your nose down closed.
Can we have a reverse shot with Josh?
No, we've got a reverse shot from Josh up, mate.
Yep, we have.
It's like just apart. It's so simple. But they're flat out, viewers. very quick.
A lot of curve there from the 27 car.
Oh, wasn't it? Really looked upset from it too, and probably suffered there actually. He's dropped back a bit. Was that just Josh? Look at Josh just pull up that hill there.
Yeah, he nailed it, mate. He absolutely was so clean off of that chicane.
Yeah.
And just sort of put it without any doubt. There's no attack coming this lap, I think, from the 27 car down.
No, definitely not. No, and a little bit of a gap between McKellar and McDonald as there's Mudgee and Brad Robinson. So
yeah, John and Jake quite strong off the final corner, I noticed there. Probably just making a little bit back on Joshy there, but it's interesting to see how they come through turn one.
Now,
Joshy quite wide.
Yeah, so you can't put down the aero because these things don't have little or any. Do they have any aero?
The wings for putting your Big Mac on, isn't it?
Yeah. Or pushing it down the road, I think that's
quite possibly. But yeah, already, just you see this lap, the 27 car all over the back of the 99 car again. So the second one is probably John's strength, and maybe I think after the second chicane is probably Josh's forte. Having the clear vision can get the optimum race line, but man, she's nose to tail here.
Mate, it is nose to tail, isn't it?
100%. Pete Apsey very close at the moment to the back of Bobby Laycock, so those guys back in 14th and 15th got plenty of places there first round in. Guys really probably going to the action will heat up in race 2 because we do have another one of these tonight. So the top 3, so as it sits right now, Josh Vertiger, John McDonald and Jake McKellar will be 30 kilos for Josh if we finish this way, 25 for John and 20 for Jake. So nothing to say that these positions aren't going to change though, David.
So they'll apply those
between race 1 and 2, yeah.
There you go.
So they will qualify with that BOP as well.
Yep. Just looking at McKellar all over the back of McDonald there.
Yep. Certainly, they're certainly a lot closer to Josh and then this time round. So it'll be interesting to see what they look like down in turn 3. Because Josh takes a really different line. He's a lot wider through 1. Seems to hold his own.
It's an interesting track. This actually the first couple of corners there is a couple of different lines, and also those last couple of corners on the track there's a couple of different lines in attack. So some of them there's definite lines like the one they just drove through there.
Yeah, well, hey, we'll look with a lap and a half to go. Probably they'll only have one more lap after this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Mudgee's invited himself to this party as well, so
he has. He's left Brad behind and moved up.
Not one to miss out on a good time. Mudgee's in there.
Absolutely.
And probably gonna be John's best friend at the moment too, because if he puts a bit of pressure on Jake McKellar, I suspect that'll take the pressure off of John, who will be able to attack Joshy.
So yeah, a bit sideways from Mudgee there, just on the entry. Nice looking car there, the matte black with some M accents.
Yeah, got the M logos going on there. So
all of them being very speedy.
As I said, they'll come around, they'll get this one done, get one. Yeah, they're too late today. Zero had a he had a big spin. He had a big spin down the back chute, heading down up into the actually after the double right.
Leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
We captured him in the stream facing the wrong way actually. So both Castrol cars tonight are having a bit of an issue. Once was Stevo driving the other one down at the chicane, and Dave Zero having a whoopsie out of the double rights heading around the back. So
easily done. Done.
So, but he's pressed on.
We're on the final lap.
We are.
3-4 of the best drivers out there. 5 really, with Brad Robinson as well. 6 with the list goes on. Top 10 is outstanding.
Yep. 30 minutes of racing just come up, and we've got the front 3 separated by around about the front 4 separated by about a second and a quarter, second and a half at best. So
after 30 minutes, so that is what you get at Asrnz.
Jake having a big look on John.
He's John covers the real estate. Oh, there's nowhere to go around here. Muddy, I think Muddy got pushed wide a little bit. No contact, but had to take evasive action.
Back out of it.
Let's look. We can't go back and have a look at that. Let's just watch this finish.
Yeah, we'll let this run out because I think it's going to be status quo as you see it there, barring a big mistake, which these guys tend not to make at this level.
Definitely not at the end of the race.
Oh, Mudgy very, very quick through the double rights there. Little sideways actually, so he made good speed back up actually. So congratulations to Josh Vediger on taking out race 1 of the DLC Cup. John McDonald in 2nd place, Jake McCallum in 3rd, Mudgy rounding up 4th place there, followed by Brad Robertson in 5th. Nick McIndoe coming across the line in 6th, followed by his old mate Jeff Burse in 7th. Maxwell Hawkins, great driver Max in 8th. Farmer actually doing a great job because I think he didn't have the best qualifying, so he's come back for a 9th.
And so he's in the top 10 also. Asrnz Dlc in the top 10. So.
Yeah, good work from those guys there. Vaughan Martin in 11th. So great showing there. And Kenny, who started off the very back, makes it up to P12.
Wow, nice work, Kenny. Warren Powell is at 13th.
Yep.
Bobby Laycock 14th. Troy Wilson 15th. Steve Melling with up and down race there for Steve 16th. Pete Upsey 17th. Dave 18th. And Mike King rounding it out with 19th. So there you go, round 1, race 1. J-Man.
Good stuff, mate. Absolutely. Did you want us to grab these guys down for a post?
For sure. We don't have a lot of time, so let's get them down here.
Grab Jakey, mate. Grab him down here.
User was moved to your
Jakey, you got comms with us, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Hey, mate.
Awesome.
What a hell of a race you just had there. Congratulations on the P3. How was that for you?
Yeah, pretty hardcore. It was cool.
Bit of a whoopsie, 2-in-1 lap one there, mate. Tell us about that. How did that play out?
Yeah, had a pretty shit start. I started off in the wrong gear, so allowed a few cars behind me to catch up. So I was trying to get my position back there, and we're running 2-3 wide, and we just didn't obviously give each other enough room. But hey, that's racing, eh?
Yeah, well, it was a great recovery, mate, and you certainly had a very, very good pit stop. We thought you were quite aggressive in the pit stop phase, and I think that pulled you back into that battle even closer because John McDonald clearly getting the undercut there, but it was a great race, mate. Congratulations on P3 and the option of having 20 pies in the back of the car for this next one.
Yeah, nice. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate.
User was moved.
Rightio, the next guy doesn't require too much introduction, so we'll grab him down here quickly because time is pressing.
I think we know this one.
Yeah, JB, mate. I'm not sure your seat might be still warm from when you left. You got us?
Yeah, boys.
Hey, mate. How was that one for you, mate?
Mate, if that's how you come back. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Hey,
look,
got to
like fun.
congratulate you on a P2, but really got to congratulate you on the undercut there. And your pit crew must have been practicing while you were playing around in the comms box off season because, man, that was pretty lightning.
Yeah, I was practicing my pits at the warm-up, or the practice, because obviously these boys have been doing it all last season, so I had a bit of work to do, so I tried to get it right, and it was a pretty good stop. I was surprised actually how close I came out. But I needed to get out from behind.
It's worthy, and put your smack bang in the middle of the two of them, and made for a bloody good fight to the end there, John. It's awesome,
mate.
awesome to watch.
It was on. It was cool.
Was it good
racing.
fun? Was it as good as it looked, John?
Yeah, mate. Yep, no, it's exactly what I expect from Asrnz and yeah, these boys. Yeah, awesome stuff. I hope
congratulations, you just won 25 pies. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, enjoy it, mate, and hopefully we get to talk to you in a bit, mate. Best of luck for the next one.
Nice work.
Good stuff.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
User was moved out of your channel.
We got one more.
Gosh, we got guys shifting around. We got guys leaving, have we? Because we've got a few.
Surely not.
Hopefully not. I know we've got guys jumping down, having a bit of a chin wag. So we've got to grab this guy down here because he's come out all guns blazing. Josh Vertigo, you got comms on us, mate?
Yep.
Mate, how was that for you?
It was a bit of a messy stop. I could hold a consistent pace before the stop, and then I didn't grab first coming down to try and enter the pits. It's like the gearbox rebounds, whatever it is, so that I don't blow up the car. Yep. Man, I didn't go into second, so then when I came into the pits, I accelerated, and then realised I was in second, and thinking that they were the GT3 cars, I thought I was going to get a pit speed penalty, and then braked again and went back to first, and and then I overshot my pit box because I was all flustered from that.
Comedy
so
of errors, by the sounds.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Our very own Josh getting a bit flustered. What are we hearing here? So, hey mate, you got a great start. There was a bit of an auction over real estate in behind you. Sort of gave you a lap one, and we quoted that you were 2.7 seconds up the road at the end of lap one. So that was a great start from you. Controlled the start nicely. Got away. Look, probably we called that your stop was quite conservative. Obviously, we now know what was going on. And then came out, John McDonald doing a great job with, I guess, an undercut realistically in lap time. It got on you, and you defended real well and eyes forward and finished strong. So it was really enjoyable for us to watch. And congratulations on, P1, race 1 for this DLC Cup, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Nice work, Josh.
Best of luck for the next one. You will be rewarded with 30 pies, as we've mentioned to the two guys before you. They get some success balance.
Looking forward to some battles.
Okay.
All right, mate.
Talk to you
soon.
soon.
Watching.
Cheers,
buddy.
User was moved
Wow.
There you go,
J-Man.
Yes. No, first one, over and out. J-Man, great to have you back again. That was awesome. First call for ages. Let's take a little short break.
We'll take a break.
And we'll be back soon for race 2 viewers. welcome back everybody to the 2022 Asrnz DLC Cup. I'm Davo, again back in the seat. J-Man, gentleman, how are you doing, brother, for race 2?
Oh, I'm doing great, mate. I'm doing great. These guys out here are doing even better. Just looking, so this is Q2. For
yes,
the second race coming up. So these guys have got a 6-minute session to get as many done as they can. Obviously, as you just saw, Josh Vediger taking race 1, John McDonald in P2.
second, yes.
Yeah, and then Jake McKellar in P3. So these guys heading out to get these laps done. So no official laps recorded as yet. They're basically on their siding laps. Well, one thing I picked up on, Davo, is that Jake McKellar is tucked right in behind Josh Vediger, who took pole in the first race, and John McDonald is just up the road from them. And what you're looking at is 20 kilos, 30 kilos, 25 kilos.
Oh yeah, in those three cars.
In those three cars.
Yeah.
So, it'd be interesting to see if that weight affects them.
This will be an interesting qualifying session. And we know that some guys deal with the weight better than others. And some cars deal with weight better than others. But here we are. These guys.
Jake is on the back of Josh already.
We've got all these three cars together. What better indication?
Mike King in the wall in the background there. Yeah, it'd be interesting just to see what these times come off of. We know that we saw a 48.8 take pole in Q1. Ashley Vediger in the Golf-inspired BMW in the backdrop there, Davo. Pretty looking car as per usual with Ashley.
Yep, and I think he came in at 5th, I think it was, race 1. In the top 10 at least. Nice work, but yeah, the masterclass here up the front. Ashley just tagged on the back of that, but yeah, all these cars carrying weight. Wouldn't surprise me if we just saw that Golf-painted BMW start ranging up on these guys over the next couple of laps, but
yeah, you'd expect the weight problem to kick in as they come out of that chicane and head up the hill. Where Josh was particularly good at, once again, just made a couple of car lengths just then on the way up out of the obviously Jake's got them back after coming through the right-hander, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these lap times come up as.
He's got an interesting line, obviously, out of that exit of that chicane, which just puts him stead up the hill. So there you go, Josh Vediger. It's still 49.2.
Okay, all right.
McKellar, Burrs.
Not a lot of it. Yeah, no, there's not a lot in it.
So we've got 49s all the way back to Max Hawkins in 7th position. So
that's mad.
Like, really? It's crazy, JB.
Once again, Jake McKellar all over the back of Josh Vediger on this next flying lap.
Yeah, nice work.
He's all over him. Almost looks like he's holding him up. I suspect not at those numbers.
Probably not, but obviously Josh carrying the bulk of the weight, really, isn't he, mate? You know, so quite possibly could be, but who else do we look for? Who's out of the weight? Mudgy.
Jeff Burrs.
Mudgy's out of the way.
Mudgy's out of the way, currently a couple of tenths up on his best lap as well.
Jeff Burrs is currently in 3rd.
Yep. Lost a lot of time for whatever reason just then. He's about 1.2 seconds off of his best.
Yeah.
I can tell you now, Jake McKellar's 3 tenths up at the moment, so he's making good time. Mark Edgway currently sitting P2 only. What is that? What is that number? Is it 2 1,000s? What is it? It's a nothing number. Oh, Jake.
I can't focus that hard.
Right up behind. Jake McKellar's going to go to the top here.
Yeah, so I'm just watching that. You have it on screen, and he does with a 48.9 with weight. J-Man.
That's nuts.
Oh, my. Now, what was he carrying? He was in third.
He was 20 kilos.
He's the lightest out of the three of them.
Yeah. Who we got? We've got Warren Powell still on a good lap. Is he still focusing on this lap? I think he is. Yeah, he is. Warren Powell's still pressing on, so he's looking to try and put Kenny here.
Yep.
So provisionally at the moment, you'd be looking at Jake and Josh on the front row again. That's a reversal of race one, though. With Jakey controlling the pace at the start. Mark Mudgway
still out.
He's actually still out there. He's still actually on a lap, and he's within. He's actually right on the money. He's actually still right on the money. He might still have a shot here. He's actually up, so he's still in with a shot here. Maybe not for first at this point, but he's certainly a shot for the front row.
So yeah, Warren Powell also was well up, just ebbing and flowing there a little bit. Keep an eye on Mudgy as well.
He's not going to have enough. No.
Okay. Holds third position.
He does.
Big Beckender out. Maxwell. No. I think that just about rounds it.
Yep.
J-Man.
That's it. That's about it. So congratulations to Jake McKellar, grabbing that pole position for race 2 with a 48.9. So that's a bee's whisker away from the 48 that Joshy ran in Q1. So don't quote me, I will be able to find it if I went looking, but I'm pretty sure that 48.9 is almost exactly same time as Jake ran for P2 in Q1. So he's very consistent, given the fact that he's got 20 kilos on board that car now. So John McDonald's still doing a great job with the 25 kilos to come in fourth. Mudgy, we knew Mudgy be in the mix in P3. Jeff Burst, good qualifying from Jeff in P5. Brad Robertson once again, strong showing in race 1, coming in P4, I believe. And then Ashley Vediger, P7, Nick McIndoe, P8. Max Hawkins, P9, Steve Wilton Farmer in P10. Dave Zero, better qualifying from Dave Zero this one here in P11. Steve Melling, P12. Kenny, much better qualifying because he actually qualified this time in 13th. Warren Powell, 14th. Vaughan Martin, 15th. Mike King, 16th. Troy Wilson, 17th. Bobby Laycock in 18th. And Pete Apsey rounding it out in P19. So once again, looking for a full lap formation here, guys. And these guys will go 2 abreast before the final corner and rip into it, which won't be too far away, Davo.
No, not too far away. Just counting down to it now.
Yep. Rightio, as we see them formate on the grid, we've got a couple of minutes before these guys go off. So nerves will be settled now, Davo, after getting race 1 out of the system in the second qualifier. These guys will probably be a little bit more relaxed and focused to the job at hand. This one, be more focused on accurate pit stops this one.
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you?
Easier said than done.
It doesn't always just go that way though, does it, J-Man? You know better than anyone. Things can go awry in the blink of an eye pretty well, so
very quickly they can.
Yes. But we will be watching, no matter.
I just picked up on the helicam there, Dave. I've just give the viewers a bit of a shot there as to how much marbles are on this racetrack on the outside line, especially on the way in towards pit lane. So just sitting on Max Hawkins' car, went to helicam, and man, there is a lot of marbles out there, mate.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught up in that stuff. That's into the wall for sure. Yeah, definitely. There you go. A bit of helicam, just hovering over the top.
But yeah, you know, if you go as far back as sort of Troy, you'll actually see that the marbles actually scatter across the entry to pit lane as we get a 30-second board.
I'm sure they do. Oh yes, well spotted there. Now we must thank, I suppose, of course, ABC Tech for our service and everything internet.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for putting us online and keeping us online, writing everything. So ABC Tech, you guys are awesome. Also Zero Vision for technical support when required, and of course SJS for continued support, sponsorship throughout everything throughout the year.
Yep, special sponsor on board for me tonight too. There's
always.
I think Altitude Breweries tonight doing a fantastic job in crafting the finest beer that the South has got.
And
I'm pretty sure
providing.
there'll be some Southern boys telling me that it's something like Space or something like that, but I'm going to say Altitude, you got the tick for tonight.
Yes.
So anybody listening, if you think you've got a better beer, don't hesitate to give us a shout out and send us some. We're more than happy to sample it.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, as the cars roll out for their formation lap, Davo, what's the call here, mate? Do you think Josh is going to go full attack mode?
Oh, I don't doubt it, really. McKellar, I think, has probably got his measure though, and with a lighter car, will manage it pretty well. So I think it'll be pretty clinical stuff up the front with these 3, 4, 5 guys. So yeah, I think it'll be business. It'll be all business, you know. From there on, I don't know, and I'm not a betting man, so I'm not going to get into it.
No, she'll be interesting. I'd say there'll be a fairly good battle between Nick McIndoe and Max Hawkins and P8 and 9. I've just, for some reason on my gut instinct's telling me that is going to be on.
For sure. Top 10 was just full on pretty well the whole race, the first race, so nice.
Alright, as we see them coming around there, I'm imagining there's a lot of brake riding here to try and get some temp into those front rotors to transfer to the tyre carcass.
Yeah, as you just see the boys file through, a little bit of tyre warming going on here and there, not a lot up the back.
Alright, as they grid up
it's all getting focused, they roll down towards it. Looks like a way better formation than they had in race 1 there, J-Man. Yeah, a lot earlier. Race 2 here, viewers, 2022 DLC Cup. Race 2 at Alton Park, round 1. We're going to go racing very soon here with Josh Rediger carrying weight.
Looking for a green light.
Green light, go.
Great start from Jakey. Good start from the Marchway car. Looking to truck and trailer up into turn 1. Can he make it live there? No, Joshy gets the job done. Joshy right on the bumper of Jake McKellar right now, heading down the hill. So great start from the front two.
Yes,
Mudgy's still in there.
Yeah, nice work from the helicam.
Very good.
Very clear, concise stuff as they run down towards the hairpin. We'll stick on the helicam here. Big stop down the end here, J-Man.
Oh, massive. And we've got some contact between Nick McIndoe and I believe that was Max Hawkins. So Max must have got Nick off the start.
Yeah.
And they've made contact down on the right hand hairpin there, so I'm not sure what happened there. They look like they've sorted it out though, lost a couple of positions.
Yeah, so I think the camera guys have just picked up on a replay of that.
Yep.
Look. Okay, yeah, so it looks like Max was just propped a little bit from the car in front.
Yep.
Again, Nick with nowhere to go. These guys, same class racing.
Definitely was far enough up. I don't think Max knew that he was there after that little reshuffle on the apex. He was a little bit high and wide, and look at though very quick to grab that bit of real estate.
So we've got to pop back up in front here just quickly as they come across the line.
Yes, they do.
Lap 1.
Yep, so McKellar holding that position. So pretty much as we saw them qualify at this point of time. Very much so, actually. A little bit of a shuffle between 7 and 10. We did see Ashley out qualify Steve Walton, I think. Oh no, Farmer did qualify 7, apologise. So yeah, a lot of line of astern there. Obviously a little bit of a shuffle with Mick and Doe and Hawkins. So Mick and Doe probably been the loser out of that one.
Yep. I'll just go out of the back of Josh winning his car here as he gets a lot of pressure from Mudgeway. Remembering Josh Rediger carrying the maximum weight, J-Man, from finishing first position in race 1. So he's probably the one that's going to struggle the most. You would expect.
Yeah. I think his saving races, he's very, very good out of the second chicane that they're going to come out on here. You'll see his exit to going up the hill where he's going to suffer the most as far as the weight's concerned.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate. We see Jakey actually get it quite wrong.
Knock the bail.
Yeah, it's given Josh an opportunity to maybe take that outside line.
For sure. Actually, Joshy didn't come out of the first chicane, that man, either. So, he's obviously sitting. The car's got good change of direction, and
he's really putting the pressure on Jakey
nice.
here. He's a half a chance up the inside here. He just got out of it now. He's under threat from Mudgy now.
Yeah, so it's on.
Yeah, so Jakey probably looking in the mirror.
I would expect so, as we get out in front of Mudgy's car and helmet cam
on Mudgy.
And these guys, this is tight.
It's a good view.
Yeah, for sunny day. I'm sure that's not
Turn the volume up, viewers, and we'll just give you a lap view of Mudgy. But as I say that, mate, he's at first on the pit stop.
Into the pits, just there quickly, and a nice clean stop there actually from Vaughan.
Did look good.
A nice and quick.
And he hit the mark.
Yeah. Well, now I think we watched Vaughan come in last time, and we looked like he hit the marks, but got put roll back.
Yeah,
Whether it was him.
so how quick was that?
Nice work.
That was quick. No stop go there. Stop start, mate. He's out for business.
Absolutely.
Jakey having a bit of a couple of good laps. He's just managed to break away from Joshy here a little bit.
Yeah, I just can't take my eyes off this stuff at the moment. The boys very tight at the top. It's a bit of toing and throwing, but it's sort of really got nowhere to go at this sort of pace. Really isn't. I mean, like, how do you get an advantage when everyone's running such quick times?
I think you're looking for a mistake, just a slight miss apex or something, but these guys are pretty in tune at the moment already, you know, like round one, race one, we know these guys are going to change cars every round. But I tell you what, man, these guys, they adapt pretty quickly to these cars and pushing them to the absolute limit at the moment. So
and they trust all the other guys around them. I mean, that's the thing with the community. It's just these guys race together so often. A lot of trust between them. So even when they get close, it just doesn't faze them. They don't make a mistake. They're not looking in the mirror. They're not worried about, you know, someone, you know, getting a clip on the back, so to speak. So
Look at this Jeff Burst, Brad Robinson, John McDonald, mate. They are tight. They are incredibly tight. Just watching the helmet cam out of Jeffro, and he is busy on the wheel.
Yeah, definitely down into this fast section here. It's so easy to get that corner wrong and head towards those walls. Woo! Tough stuff. Around the hairpin here, but nice vision out in front of Jeffro's car there. As he chases Brad Robinson.
Who hit his own right.
He's all over the back of John McDonald.
Oh, Jeff got a run here?
Yes, he definitely has. And it's the famous John McDonald, mind you.
Oh, he's going to get this done. Brad gives him enough room. Just enough.
Only just.
Tyre belt.
You know you're working for it when the tyres bales are bouncing in the air.
Brad doing a great job though, because he's currently your fastest man on track with a 49.
Well, there you go.
0.3, I think he was he? 49.3 he was. So he's got some pace, so it'll be interesting to see what Jeff can do now he's been released. Looking up the road, so those gaps are pretty static at the moment. There's about 9 tenths between Snakey and Josh, and about the same back to Munchway. So
okay, let's talk back. There's Ashley at the moment. He's got Max Hawkins.
Yeah, and
too far behind him.
The Castrol cars are running minus third, very close. Oh, although one of them's just had a run wide, is that Dave Zero? It's giving Stephen an opportunity here.
Perfect pickup with Kenny Simpson.
Yep. Oh, was it Melling giving a little run wide, was it? It was.
I'm going to get a replay on it, whatever it is.
It was.
We're going to get out of the front of Kenny's car.
Probably.
So there you go. Playing up.
They're playing up.
Kenny. Nice work.
Good stuff.
Good.
Oh, Jeff and Brad back at it. Brad doing the same move that Jeff did to him. He does. He pulls it off, mate. He absolutely pulls it off. Down into
unbelievable. Let's have a look at that too.
We've got to have a look at that, mate. That's a return of serve.
Oh, Jeff really sideways out of the chicane.
He was.
Like you said, it's basically a return of serve because Brad got a little bit slippy out of it too as well, and Jeffro took advantage, and there it is, bam!
I tell you what, he's actually lucky to hang on to that.
Yeah, he was. That was very sideways. from Jeff Burst. So, yeah, nice work. Good respect between these two. As they side by side again, J-Man across the line. Down into one.
Jeff gets it done. But
goes wide.
Is it going to be a switchback here?
Brad.
It's game on. It's game on. These guys are having a great time.
Brad's on the outside.
I don't know if I want to look there. But he'll end up having a run down here, I think.
Oh, look, that's what we love.
Yeah. Good stuff from those two guys, giving each other plenty of room, but racing hard. And I'll tell you what that's done, is that's allowed Ashley and Max Hawkins to range up into
Really
that
range
battle.
up, yeah. And they're close in their own right. They've been having their own battle as Max has sort of chased down.
Kenny Simpson just coming out of the pit, so he's just come out behind, I think it's behind Mickendo actually. Yeah, it is. Bobby Laycock
back.
in the
That'll
pit.
make him well back, right?
Yeah.
Although we haven't had a lot of pit stops, actually. There we go. So Mickendo, one of the top players, already completed his pit stop. No stop goes yet. Kenny Simpson, Vaughan Martin, Pete Apsey and Bobby Laycock also have completed their pit stops. We are focused on Ashley Vettiger.
Yep, Ashley Golf's wide livery as per usual. Looks stunning.
Yep, yeah, fantastic. Max Hawkins just really trying to get up into an attack position. But I think Ash has actually got enough pace on him just to keep him at bay, hasn't he, J-Man?
Oh, yeah, he has, and I think Ashley's got his eyes forward at the minute. So, I'm saying he's actually got his eyes forward. He's half a chance.
Jason Brad.
Yeah. Looks to be like well in this fight.
So, yeah, good little battle pack there going on. Jeff Burst actually leads that. A little pack of cars, I think, isn't it? Yes.
Oh, who was that?
Oh, talk to me.
Oh no, I just thought I saw someone sideways. I think it was John McDonald, but he gathered it up.
I think everyone's sideways.
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh, actually, I have picked up on someone sideways. It's Maxwell Hawkins, which I wouldn't have expected to be sideways. We'll get a 30-second on that.
You might need a 30 on that, mate.
Now, so he was at the back of this pack we were just watching. And as they run down into that kink, that notorious kink, in that little front section of the track.
It was him also.
It was him out in the grass. Oh, keeps it off the wall.
Great job of missing that wall.
Man, that is
Becky,
deadly, that's deadly stuff, isn't it? That wall. My God. I knew we were going to see people out there.
Yeah, 100%. Your leader of the race at the moment, Jake McKellar, currently the fastest guy on track with a 49.0.
Yeah.
So,
and he's breathing a little bit easy, you reckon?
He is. He's pulled it out to a second and a half now. So, as you see the roll across the line, it is a 1.7 second gap. Josh is actually coming under a little bit of threat from Mark Nudgeway, so the 21 current nudge is actually coming.
Yeah, so you think that Jake
in the pit.
Jake will be watching that gap, wouldn't he? And he wouldn't be comfortable. He's not controlling the race. He's not far enough in front, really, is he? He would still be watching those times closely, wouldn't he?
He would be. Once again, I just watched the John McDonald pit stop, and it was lightning fast, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
It was mega.
McDonald on the way out, and the car looks agitated on the way out too. So John well on the gas, pushing hard, no mucking around. The car looks very settled through that left-hander, which can look very bumpy in some of the cars. So it'll be interesting to watch where the pit stops equalise there, J-Man.
He, remembering race 1, he had a great stop.
He did.
And you know, if these guys don't nail it, He was 3.6 seconds off the back of Mudgee, so they'd have to get it pretty bad.
And he turned up right in the middle of the bloody first and second.
Yep.
And so he ended up in second, which was amazing.
Yep. So I checked the margin when he came in, Davo, and he was 3.6 off the back of Mudgee. So just keep that figure in your head and see what happens at the end of this.
He could literally be back in between Josh and Mudgee again.
Yep. He's come out clean here. He's got no one in front of him.
So just quickly watching Josh Vedigar as he rolls into the pit lane.
Very aggressive. Much better.
Still pulls it down to speed very early. No mucking around now. Josh has had a few stop goes in the GT3s already this year. So well learned up
Good
about
stop.
getting it right. Yeah, nice tidy stop. I think that is Jeff Burst actually in behind him. But yeah,
so John's coming down the front straight now as Josh is just leaving. John's just coming into turn 1 now, so Josh comfortably away from JB.
Yeah.
That said, I think he has bridged a bit of the gap. Jeff Burst out.
So it'll be interesting. This will take a little while to equalise. Some of these guys ran a lot longer in race 1. J-Man, didn't they, with their pit stops? So.
Okay, so just looking there, John's coming out of there. I think he's definitely made a gain.
Yeah, I think he has too, but he's sitting in clean air at the moment.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, some probably still 3 odd seconds back from Joshy. So Mudgee and Mudgee could be under threat if he doesn't get his right.
For sure. Just cameras are on. Asrnz Dlc, Kenny Simpson.
Yeah, great.
Great cracking day.
So Kenny played himself into this nicely, actually.
Yeah, he hasn't really put a foot wrong, actually, Kenny. He's just kept his nose pretty clean. Ashley, or as always, just keeps it all together unless he gets tangled up with some out of that blue. But yeah, nice little tight little battle there. And that is a McIndoe's car, actually, the privateer car in the background, I think. J-Man, that white car.
Yep. I just seen Farmer come in and hit the marks nicely. Got away for a very good stop. Actually got it off the Jackson, which is quite nice to get. They dropped him too, so that'll serve him well.
Which is, it's hard to do, isn't it, to get that drop and punch off the tyres, isn't it?
Yep, so he's going to come out in the battle with Jeff Burst. Was it Jeff Burst behind it? Or was that actually...
Oh, I think that's Steve Miller.
Behind Farmer? No, it's the 69 car Jeff Burst. So he's going to end up having a battle with his old mate Farmer, so that's cool.
Yep. So back up. I've got to look at Dave Zero, because he's side by side with bloody Steve Belling through the scariest corner on the whole track.
Yes.
And they both survived it. They're both on the tarmac.
They're like trying to blend their paintwork into one.
So I don't know how that happened, but they're still on track.
They're still doing it.
Yeah.
That was a great piece of driving. Well, I think we're going to see them go side by side again.
Yeah.
We saw
Dave Zero.
A little bit of a whoopsie at the chicane.
Now, all this shenanigans will get all serious very soon, because I'm sure Asrnz Dlc is going to just range up on this and go, come on, kiddies.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on.
Just watching Josh, does he peel in? No, he does not. I want to monitor his lap time here, because Jake's last time was a 49.6.
Yep.
And Josh's is a 50.05.
So yeah, McKellar, Mudgee and Brad Robinson, the last 3 cars to pit. Josh, he would be cutting the fastest times he can, wouldn't he?
Oh, these Castro cars are still side by side. Look at this. One straight. This won't give it up. Who wants it? Who wants it? Dave's got it. Ashley's in on the party. Ashley wants. He's going to grab Steve Oki. Watch this.
Yeah, watch it. He's on the outside though, JB. In car with Ashley. Ready to go.
Oh, that's big.
Oh,
can he lift it?
It's tight. But then he's got to go down to this corner.
On the outside.
On the outside. No, you don't want to be on it.
He's lifted.
You don't even want to be by yourself. Why?
No, definitely not. Oh, great.
So nice tidy driving there from Ash and Milling. Actually, good work. Dave would be best to get up the road and do his stuff. Oh, nice aggressive stop from Jake McKellar. Rolled in nice and neat, but stopped hard.
Yeah, very clean. I see he's opted for the second gear rather than first in this car.
Yeah, and that's Mudgee also in behind. And
but is he going
Brad
to launch it in second gear?
So, he's out. Jake McKellar out of the pits.
Stop.
Beautiful stop, no stop.
No, he's
Mudgee
out.
Beautiful stop again. No stop.
Mate,
Brad Robinson, look at these guys. They are smashing the stuff. No stop go. Clean as. Here we go. Brad Robinson. Steve Walton coming up in behind that.
Yeah.
Where landed Jake McKellar.
So
in the lead.
Yeah, Jake McKellar come out comfortably, mate. Beautifully. I'm just picking up though, so McDonald once again in behind Mudgee, but a lot closer because remember I quoted that JB was 3.6 seconds behind Mudgee at the stops.
Yep.
He's now only around a second, 1.1 maybe, so a good net gain to JB as far as the stops are concerned again.
And it comes right down to the wire here. Look, we've got 6 minutes to go. A little over 6 minutes to go. Oh, it just goes so quickly, and it's this long before the pit stops equalise, and we really do get a handle on where all these guys are going, isn't it, J-Man?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this battle was bloody, this battle from Mikado, Ashley Berger, Steve Belling and Dave Zero is on, man. It is on.
Yeah, mid-pack at Asrnz is always the best, especially towards the end of the race, and hasn't this tightened up?
Oh my gosh, I mean, Mikado, Ashley will be looking at this thinking, who's who? Which Castro am I on first?
Yeah. Which side do I go with this guy, and which side do I go with that guy?
And he can't blink too much because he's got Mikado right in behind him.
And Mikado won't hesitate to take an advantage if there's a little bit of a mess up in front. He'll be all over it.
Oh, you betcha.
But everyone keep it really nice and clean, nice smooth stuff. Given all that side-by-side stuff we just watched the last couple of laps, JB.
So good.
These guys are just, okay, let's go. We've got to get back in formation. Ashley's on us. We're going to get going.
Mikado with a nice run out of one. He's right on Ashley now.
Let's get out of the front of Mikado's car. Let's go, Helen.
The window is now closed.
Go, Helen, Mikado. And to just wait on the pick up there, 3. But you've got good rise on action.
And you can see these things. You can see how close they are.
Oh man, they are close.
Yeah.
Can hear the clomping over there right here.
Yeah. This is a great track, and that's exactly what the cars do. And they hear the back end hopping around. Nice, well cambered corner. The front digs in, the back gets up. Look at this. Which one's Milling?
Milling's the car.
Milling's the white car.
Yeah.
White back. White back.
Dag Zero's doing a great job holding the other rear.
This is getting close. Milling with a little bit of a slip, which has really bunched the back three up.
McIntyre going from wide and back across.
Surely got aero, a little bit of aero wash from the two cars in front.
Must be something, but he's got a good run down to the head.
Very tight stuff.
I thought Dave Zero was pretty sideways there.
Awesome. Steve Milling, side by side.
Oh, once again, big look down there,
Gives plenty of room. He's
Who's
got it this
going
time.
He's gonna run. What? This is dangerous.
Oh, Milling. Still
Look at
got
those
it.
in there.
Oh,
Look at those in there. He's
it's
in there.
still too wide.
Who's?
It's 4 wide. This thing's
Come on, look at the breath, mate. Look at those in there. He's in there. He still hasn't got it done on Milling. He's got it done now. So Ashley goes. Is it 2 spots back? Milling's in there.
Ashley's not giving it up that easy. He's still there.
Does he get the chicane?
Ashley's got it.
Mate, what a great battle.
Oh.
What a great battle.
Fantastic. 30-second even picks that up, because look at these guys. There's 2 side by side down into that scary kink, and then some big brakes from Ashley around the outside. He was not going to give that up, J-Man.
Not a chance, David.
So good close.
I've still got eyes on John McDonald too in my peripheral there, just absolutely hounding Mark Musgrave. But it'll take a pretty big mistake for that to change, because those guys are. Oh, as you just see, who's that? Is that Dave Zero's just had a run wide where he had a blue in race 1, but he's gathered it up.
Yeah, nice work, Dave Zero, very close to Steve Wilton and Jeff Burse, actually. Very close as well.
They are.
We've got about a little over a minute and a half to go.
Snakey got a nearly a 4-second lead over Josh Whittaker at the moment. So
Nice work, Nick McIntyre out in front of that pack. And actually, both Nick and Ashley passed
got
the
through.
2 Castrol cars.
hey, let's put the 8, 9, 10, 11, mate.
Oh my God, those guys, that was hard. Oh, they were just going so
Jeff
full on.
Burse is absolutely hounding Barmer now. Absolutely just spraying his rear bumper.
Yeah, and only maybe this lap and 1 more to go, J-Man.
Yeah, I think you'll see
Mudgy also plenty from John McDonald right in the last stage, and this is for 3rd position, viewers.
Yeah, he wants on the podium again.
Yeah, so look at this. This is tight. This is very tight.
Oh, look, he's having a look down the inside. Is it going to be a big dive under brakes here?
He's not up.
Does he
He's
go?
not up.
No.
Right, man, neither is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Snakey's just embarked on it. Wait 3 seconds ahead of John. There we go.
There we go. We'll go out of the car. John McDonald. Precise steering. Tough corner.
Tough. He's gonna pressure him the whole way. His best probably opportunity is out of the 2nd chicane up and over the hill.
Yeah,
he gets it wrong.
because it's not in this early part of the track. Nice brakes here. We've seen him overshoot this corner a couple of times throughout the night. John McDonald, but he definitely nailed that. And here we
needs
go.
to get this one here right.
These exits on the chicanes are critical.
He does a pretty good job.
Absolutely critical. So got a little bit of a gain there, I would suspect, J-Man, Carl, so It's this one that counts.
Yeah. He's close. He's close, mate.
We're going to have to poke up in front here soon enough, but watch these boys for another couple of corners as they rise up onto the top of the hill. Great elevation changes here. Oh, it's hard to take your eyes off this stuff.
Stay with them, stay with them. JP is going to cross the line. JP is about to cross the line. Oh, these guys are going for it. Congratulations to Jake McKellar as he just rolls across the line.
Neither has finished the race.
Now take that race. Congratulations.
Josh, ready to go. Here we go.
But these guys are in.
Look at these two guys.
On the final straight.
Oh!
And this goes down to the wire. Congratulations to Josh Vediger and to Mark Mudgway for holding out on that podium spot.
Ooh. Steve Wilton in 5th.
Yep, Jeff Hurst bringing back 6th. Max Hawkins just behind him in 7th. Nick McIndoe holding on to that 8th position.
Yeah, pulling away a little bit from that little battle that he was in, but actually ready to
Steve
go.
Milling,
Looking.
Oh, beautiful stuff, guys. Beautiful stuff. Kenny Simpson in 11.
Yep.
Dave 0.
Obviously.
Rounds up in 12.
Yep, nice. In 13. Pete Absey. Still, this is a battle in progress.
Brad Robinson is all over the back of Pete Absey. Pete Absey gets this wrong, Brad's going to be all over him.
As
Oh,
we
he's got
watch.
to run. He's got to run. He has got to run.
Can he do
It's
this?
gonna be close.
It's close.
There's nothing in it, mate.
There you go. So Pete Absey, Brad Robinson,
Gets that.
respectively in 15.
Mort Martin coming through in 16th.
Oh, that was epic.
Bob Laycock in 17th.
Mike
And
King.
Mike and Troy retired that one, mate.
Yes,
so,
of course.
there
you
congratulations
go.
to those guys. What an epic battle, Dave.
I thought the race 1 was pretty bloody good.
That was insane. I'm going to grab this guy before he buggers off because he does want to bugger off early. So I'm going to
grab him up.
I'm going to grab the luge master himself, Mark Mudgway.
The luge master.
The luge master.
No one can touch this guy. Mate, how was that? That was a battle.
Oh, mate, just, old JB there came right back at me, didn't he?
Hell yeah. Jeez, you bloody had to earn that one, mate, because he wasn't giving that to you easy.
Not at all.
No, good old JB. Old faithful pulls again.
They're a bit of fun out there though, Mudgy. It looked like a hell of a good time.
Yeah, they're difficult to drive. I struggled with my tyre pressures for both races. I've really struggled. I think it's just the way I was driving it. I was hitting those curbs too much. And the tyre pressures are just well low, like under 27.
Okay.
Really struggling. And then I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest, because those
But you
boys
still come third. Come on.
Yeah.
Out of 20.
I've got two guys in front of me with 25 and 30 kgs that were just walking away from me.
No, fair enough.
It's like, what's going on? I'm going to have to do a bit of a debrief and...
Yeah, give yourself an uppercut, mate.
Soul search. Yeah, going to have to have a look at Jake's pit stop because that was his pit stop was like on point. So.
It was very, very good. It was very good. But that said, there was a lot of guys. Once again, John came in 3.6 seconds behind you at the stop.
Top 5 were.
And then he came out 1.1 seconds behind you. So
yeah.
You guys have got to do a better job with the wheel gun, mate.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'll definitely be going through it. I'll be pulling it apart and finding out what was wrong.
But no, look, hey, obviously we were clearly away for the better part of the practice this week and coming back from a trip away. So you did real good, bro. You're on the pace straight away. So well done.
Yeah. Cool. No,
good luck for the rest of the series, mate. We'll talk to you again, no doubt. And enjoy it.
Yep. Cheers, boys. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right. So the next guy who did take a first in race 1 and now he takes a second in race 2. So possibly shares the round victory with Jakey, but it's all about P2 right now, Joshy. It was a hell of a race, mate.
Yeah, Jake just had the pace a little bit this time. I think the qualifying times are pretty indicative of race pace as well. Jake was just a tenth or so fast each lap and just slowly eked out a lead. I couldn't quite hang on.
Might have been those 10 more pies, eh?
Maybe. Yep. That's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah.
Probably.
But, hey, look, it was a good battle, but he did look like he just had a 10th here and there that second one. He had a clean set of heels. You pressured him at the start. It was a beautiful start. You were bumper to bumper down through 2-3. And then, the rest was a great pit stop though, Joshy. You did have a good stop.
Yep.
Yeah, stop was better this time. I think Jake's was even better though. He just drove a flawless race. He deserved it.
Yep, no, he must have watched you in race 1, mate, because he certainly went out there and leveled the score for that one. So congratulations on a great start to the series. I hope you can make every one here, mate, because it's going to be a doozy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to. I'm here next week, and then I'm off back to Victoria for final exams, so I'll miss the rest of the season.
Oh, what a bummer. Well, look, we'll enjoy it while you are here, Josh, because we do absolutely enjoy watching you race, mate. You're an absolute class act. So congratulations on the P2 in race 2.
Thanks, boys. Cheers.
Nice
Mate.
work, Josh. There you go, Josh. Carrying all the pies.
Yeah, carrying all the
He had the
pies.
full complement.
So we'll grab this guy down here, and this guy doesn't need a lot of introduction, coming off the back of a super successful GD3 campaign, and comes in and goes 2-1 at the start of the series. Jake, that must have been really enjoyable to drive that second one, because you looked like you had it all your own way.
Yeah, no, I was so lucky to just keep ahead of Josh there. He had the pace, obviously, and you know what he's like, so keeping me bloody honest.
Yeah.
Super pit stop though, mate. Super pit stop.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely was aiming for that.
Yep.
Yeah, I on the first one, I got too far forward, so it pushed me back, and this one wasn't. Yeah, I was pretty much on point, so it was good.
Yeah, I like the use of the second gear in there, and that stop made it look like quite relaxed the way you came in second, rolled it up, hit the marks, and you launched in second as well. I don't know if that was planned, but it looked quite effective.
Yeah, nice smooth launch.
Yeah, I tried it in the first one. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, to be honest. I thought, shit, I hope I don't get pinged for it, you know.
Yep.
But it launched all good, eh? Yeah. First gear shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, it looked that way, mate. So, no, hey, look, 100% well done. You shared the round victory with Joshy, obviously going 2-1, and him going 1-2. So, congratulations, great start to the series.
I was third on the first one, so he's...
oh, you were too, sorry. Yep.
He's got me this round.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, he's only here for one more, he's just told us, so you enjoy racing with him next week, mate, because he's off after that. But it's a great way to start your 5-week DLC Cup series, mate. Well done.
Yeah, nice. Cheers, guys.
All good, mate. Enjoy it.
Good stuff.
Rightio, Davo. And that is a wrap, mate.
It is.
So hopefully we'll have some visuals for the guys next week on some point stats and.
Of course we will.
All things numbers.
Yeah. And of course, look, thanks everyone, all you viewers, who are watching live, or the boys that are racing that watch us back. Thanks for joining us again tonight. Thanks for being back, J-Man. It's great to have you back here, mate. So
good to be back, mate. Hopefully it comes across like I'm having a good time, because I am. I'm really looking forward to calling the series with you, David.
Yeah, and if those first couple of races were anything to go by, man, that was awesome. So we got plenty to watch over the next 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So awesome work. Look,
hey, so just before we go, I just want to let the viewers know we do have that was the BMW. We do have the Ginetta, we do have the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo Evo 2.
Yes, of course.
We do have the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo.
We got a Porsche.
And the diamond of the series, the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. Yeah. So
awesome.
Next one up is the Porsche 911 GT3 at Suzuka, the famous Suzuka.
Oh, excellent. There you go. That's
looking forward to that, Dave.
Definitely tune in next week, viewers. Davo and the J-Man will be here. Look, we're going to sign off. That's a wrap.
Yeah, thanks, Davo.
Thanks, J-Man. See you next week.